This video is about your stuff. Most Americans have a lot of stuff. Why? You got stuff that you have to have, like shoes and underwear and clothes. Then you got stuff you don't need. Whatnots, ornaments, closets full of stuff. Some of you buy buildings, Morton buildings, just to put more of your stuff. A lot of you collect antiques. Why? It's old junk. It is useless stuff. The only value I can see out of an antique is you sell it and do something good with the money. But to have buildings full of antiques and stuff, to me, is just insane. Now, in order to get your stuff, most Americans, most people, work. And that's an honorable way to get your stuff. But when you kill yourself for your stuff, that's vanity. Read Ecclesiastes in the Bible. I probably didn't pronounce that right, but anyway. Here is the perpetual insanity of your stuff. You watch TV or get on the internet, or somebody tells you, or you see a billboard about an object, stuff. You're brainwashed. You have got to have that. That's going to look good on you, or that's going to make you look good, or something to that aspect. So, you can't afford it, so you put in more hours at work. And you buy your stuff. Then you find out that you weigh 500 pounds and that $300 hat did not make you look any better. So that $300 hat that you worked overtime for a month to get goes into your closet. It becomes stuff. But meanwhile, you have overworked your body, your mind, your spirit, and your soul, and putting in all that overtime to get the money to buy the hat that is now in the closet collecting dust because it is stuff. Do you get this? That's just a general observation. Or you got to have a fish tank full of tropical fish, exotic fish, because your kids want it. Your kids saw it on TV and they want that. So you put in overtime and you bust your butt for 3 or 4 months to buy this. It thrills your kids for 2 or 3 weeks until they forget to feed them and your stuff dies. So you spent $1,200 on the fish tank and all the equipment. Your kids lost interest in it in a few weeks. You exhausted yourself at work to obtain it, and now it goes into your closet as your stuff. Meanwhile, all you people overworking yourself for your stuff end up going to the doctors because you've overworked your body. Your immune system's down, you catch the flu, and you miss more work because you had to have your stuff. And you go to the doctor. Now you got doctor's bills. And now you poison yourself with medications. It's a perpetual cycle of coveting stuff. It's deadly. And you do it every day. Then, when you get old or you get disabled, you walk down to your basement or your garage and you just look at all that stuff you got to get rid of. When you become disabled, you can't even get your own Social Security if you own too much stuff. No, I'm not kidding. Go get the book and read it. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. If you see my videos on the first akay Whitfield, The Social Security Administration worker said that the rules change every day. They can't even keep up with it. But anyway, you're only allowed to have so much money and so much valuables. So, you're disabled or you're old and you got a whole bunch of stuff that you've collected that you got to get rid of before you can get your own money. Before you can even go into a nursing home, you have to sell your stuff. You have to sell your house. No, I'm not kidding. So, the reality of it is, you're busting your butt. You're killing yourself for stuff. Or stuff for your kids. Oh, all your kids need is a coloring book and color crayons and an imagination. Yeah, that's old school, and they might get mad at you, but that's just the truth. Clothes, shoes, food, and shelter. Everything else is just stuff. How dare I say such a thing? Because I was you once. I had a lot of stuff. I was a stuff junkie. I ain't kidding. I would go to a little secondhand store about every day and spend a quarter or a dollar. Of course, I gave the stuff away. I see something somebody might like, a pair of shoes or something. Had a roofer once. His shoes about falling off. Trade up, it's gone. Thought he was going to fall off the roof. I was watching him roof an apartment one day. I stopped, raised up the window. I said, "What size shoe you wear?" He told me. I said, "Hold on." I gave him a new pair of sneakers. That's what I did with my stuff. What are you doing with your stuff? Well, of course, when I lost my check, my disability, and that story with evidence, yeah, my medical file and everything is on akay Whitfield, the first one. I started downsizing. I started giving away stuff. I started selling stuff. I even contacted Land and Soap because I was going to give him a computer and some real valuable stuff. Unfortunately, Tammy Moore got hostile, jumped to conclusions, thought I was after her because she has a guilty conscience, I would have to think, and got smart. That's on akay Whitfield. She didn't get my valuable stuff. I ended up pouring oil in it so the housing authority wouldn't get it. That's another story. That's on Halo 7 Angel, where I was bullied for 7 years. Oh, I left, but I exposed them. Anyway, this subject is about your stuff. Downsize your stuff. Give your stuff to people who need it. And stop being brainwashed by TV, net, and radio. You're killing yourself for stuff. There's no honor in that. It's stupidity. Stop doing it. You have to have a vehicle. You have to have transportation. You have to have food. You have to have shelter. But you don't have to have all your stuff. And then, if you're rich and you got a lot of stuff, where's it going to go when you die? To your family? Really? Have you looked at your family lately? Have you seen what they're really about? If you have, you would donate it to people you didn't know. Trust me.
And it's not your stuff that makes you important. It's who you are that makes you important to God.
So, you bust your butt. Some of you do evil to get your stuff. It's all vanity. You can't take it with you. If you're 500 pounds, a $300 hat is not going to make you look smaller. Okay? If you weigh 90 pounds and you need a boob job to catch a man, you got troubles already. Because when you get 90, you ain't going to have no boobs. You see my point? Oh, I hope so. So stop killing yourself for useless stuff. You don't need a $500 blender. Use your muscles to stir up your cake mix. Okay? You don't need a dishwasher. You've got kids and a husband. They can wash your dishes if you're working. Do you get this? You don't need 2,000 horses because you live in Kentucky, and that's the thing you're supposed to do. You're supposed to wear Kentucky blue, and you're supposed to have horses because you live in Kentucky. You've been brainwashed. Stop killing yourself for stuff. And that's what you're doing. You don't realize it. I hope this has been helpful. How dare I say such a thing? Because I gave away all my useless stuff. I'm a homeless old lady living in a vehicle with clothes, just about the clothes on my back. What do I own? Just the stuff that is absolutely necessary. Peace.
Thou shalt not covet. There's a reason.